What is emotionally? I don't know what is
Oh, okay,
what
okay.
is emotionally.
That means like it make you feel different or whatever.
Emotionally, you are affected, not me. If I was get so much affected by emotions, then why? What was meditation for? That's why all these claims. If you get so much affected by emotion, are you getting as much as before?
Emotions, Swami.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think I'm still very emotional person and very emotional.
What is very emotional? Very stupid. You should say what is emotional. What do you mean by you are still very emotional?
That means emotions still affect me to a certain extent, Swami.
What do you mean by certain extent? It
Uh,
is affecting you to the great extent. If you are very emotional.
yes, Swami.
Now we don't get occupied in lies. Then why you are doing meditation? Hmm?
Because
Because what?
I want to be liberated, Swami.
What do you mean by liberated?
That means because life is suffering, right? So I don't want to remain in suffering, Swami.
Don't just go on mugging up borrowed things. What is liberation? From what you want to be liberated?
From attachments.
From what?
Attachments.
From your farting business.
From attachments, Swami.
Attachment to what?
Attachment to things that are not myself. And I think that is myself.
Huh?
Attachment to things that are not myself, but the consciousness identifying with things that are not myself.
Now you have become a good parrot.
This is what I understand intellectually, but I haven't reached there yet, Swami.
You have heard from me all these things.
Yeah. I know it's from you, Swami.
But it is just borrowed food. If someone is eating food, you are not going to be nourished.
Yes.
Emotions are your bondage. They are greater bondage than thoughts. Because they are more powerful. They have more potential to create cloud around your consciousness. They can hide your inner self more powerfully. But we want to remain identified with emotions. I'm not saying that one has to suppress emotion, one has to be a witness to it. Create the distance, create separation. Know that you are not the emotions, you are the one who is aware of those emotions. Once you are able to create distance, they are not going to affect you. So the distance has to be created. And the distance is created by being a witness, by being a watcher. Once you are able to watch something, you become separate from that. When you are able to see your pictures on the mirror, you know that you are separate. When you are watching a rose flower or a tree or anything, you know you are separate. In the same way, you have to do the same with your inner clouds, with your thoughts, with your emotions, your mood, your anger, your jealousy, your hatred, your lust, your greed. Then meditation is a joy, just doing a technique for 1 hour. You will become very mechanical if you are not able to create this distance, if you are not getting the knack, if you are not getting established in this witnessing consciousness, the watcher on the hill. To make meditation into some kind of alcohol, some kind of drug, or a way to go to sleep, then your meditation also is just an escape. Once you are able to be free from your emotions, your thoughts, this is getting closer to liberation. The grossest thing in you is your physical body, because that is very, you can see it by your physical eyes also. So first, be aware of your body, all its actions. Whatever you are doing, do it with awareness. Don't do it mechanically. If you are walking, be aware while you are walking. You are taking steps. If you are lifting your hand, let awareness be there. Then you can go deeper, from gross to subtle. Then you can watch your thoughts. More subtle than thoughts are your emotions. Then more subtle is your feeling, your mood. Why this technique has been given by Buddha? Watching your breath. Because once you are able to watch your breath, you know that you are not your breath. And this is a constant thing within you. So if you go on watching it, your watchfulness will become stronger. And the more you watch, the more rhythmic, the more musical your breath will become. It will become more slower, more deeper. Sometime it will stop also. Then your meditation will be really deep. Then you will feel, you will have the taste that you are this witnessing consciousness, which is separate from this body-mind mechanism. This consciousness is like the flame in the diya. Flame is qualitatively different from the earthen lamp, the oil which you put in it, and the cotton which is there in it. But a person who is running all the time after money, after power, after appreciation, how that person can have that kind of stillness within him or her, that he or she will be able to be a watcher. Even for a while something happens, then the people start claiming. The meditation has to become something as constant as your breath. As natural as your breath. You should need no effort, and it should be always there. What you were asking at that time?
I was asking, is the object of the search important?
You didn't say the whole thing, what you said in the daytime.
Yeah, okay, I will say the whole thing. So, like, my question was, Swami, when you were, at the time when you were seeking, you were searching for yourself, then you found yourself. And I want to ask is that, is the object of the search important? Like, for example, if I'm searching for God, can I find myself? Or if I'm searching for beauty, or if I'm searching for truth, can I find myself? Is the object of the search important in order to find myself?
If you're searching for shit, can you find yourself?
No, Swami. No.
Why this intellectual kind of question?
I don't know that it's intellectual. I thought this is existential question, Swami.
What is existential in it? Is it coming from your very center?
Yes,
This is very intellectual. You are
yes,
you have thought it. What?
It's coming from the center.
What center? The asshole.
From the center of the being, oh, Swami. Because
maybe it is a very cunning and clever question.
Why do you feel it's cunning and clever, Swami?
What do you mean by your search for beauty?
Like,
What?
like, to me,
Like what?
Like for example, like if I live in a house, I like to decorate it. I will, and like whatever I do, I have to make it beautiful. So actually,
This is all stupid people are doing. So they have come to know themselves.
no, they have not.
This is not the search for beauty. People who are poets, they have search for beauty. And what you are talking about beauty, it's all just about dead things. The search for beauty is the search for the mysterious beauty, the indescribable beauty, the ineffable beauty, the beauty which is in the rising sun or the full moon. But these things happen only if someone has found the truth. These are aspects of truth. Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. Only if you have found truth, these things will also happen to you. Or if someone is a person is of a very poetic nature, then he will begin from some other place. He is trying to find in the beauty the God. But that search is very different from what ordinarily people think. Seeing a rose flower or a lotus, because he has that sensitivity, that aesthetic sense, that he will feel the divinity of those things, and that will turn him in. And then there are people who are in search of auspiciousness. Truth must be auspicious. Only truth is auspicious. So if you are in search of auspicious, you will stumble upon truth also, but these are not so straight path. Straight path is the search for truth. Once you have found the truth, the other two aspects are there always with it. If with truth beauty has not happened, then something is missing. Not the external body only of the body, the physical body. But the modern man or woman, they are all head stuck. They are fucked up. They are fucked by their left brain. So they may be talking about anything, but for them, their mind is their prison. So only when You are freed from your mind. Your mind will be silent. Only when you are liberated from your mind will be silent. As long as you are one with the mind, or you are identified with the mind is just a chatterbox. Because then you are also mind, you are part of the mind. So how can you be liberated from the mind? You cannot lift yourself from the ground by holding your own shoe strap or shoe string. So for any modern man, understanding the mind is needed. Or then there is another way, which is it is not a scientific way, that you surrender to someone, you are in love with someone else become more important for you. But this is not some kind of scientific way. Some people are like that. A poet, a musician, a painter, they can move towards truth through their art. While creating some painting or creating some music, they can become freed from their mind. But these are not, you cannot call these things science. Meditation is a science. If you do it properly, the result will happen. It's like 2 plus 2 will be 4. So when you are watching your mind, really watching your mind, not forcing yourself to watch. You are relaxed and you are just like you are sitting outside the river and watching its movement, all its waves, all its ripples, whatever. You are unconcerned. Or you are sitting on some very high building and you are seeing things below you, whatever is happening. You don't want to disturb it, you don't want to interfere in it, but you are just watching. So as you go on watching something, you become separate from it. But because we don't have real thirst, the real burning desire to be free, so we go on trying to find some escape. When someone is a poet or a musician, real poet, real painter, he is so much lost in his own creativity. He is not concerned. He will not ask anyone. And he is fulfilled in that. But because meditation is arduous, sometimes it becomes tedious also. And it is like what Buddha said, truth is bitter in the beginning and sweet in the end. Lies are sweet in the beginning but bitter in the end. So that's why we want to become like a frog, or we want to dig at one place and then we are tired, then we go to other place, then the water will never come. If someone is interested in knowing himself, then he has to understand himself. Otherwise, these are not some scientific way to know yourself. You are in search of beauty, or it can happen when you are lost. You are just watching this sun and you are lost. You are all stuck. You are so much absorbed in it that your mind stops, your thinking stops, and you are in the present moment totally. You're totally aware. But that kind of sense of beauty, how many people have? That watching anything, they become so lost that they have forgotten their ego completely. They have become absorbed, they have become one with that thing. And that will become meditation. That will happen to people, those who are in search of truth, those who are in search of themselves also. Because it is very difficult to search yourself directly. Otherwise, if you know who you are directly, then what is the need to do any sadhana? You already know you are what you are. So go to yourself directly. Why you have to hold your nose from backside? Hold it directly, hold it straight. So what was your question? Say again.
Is the object of the search important?
What do you mean by object? You are not in search of object. You are in search of your subjectivity. You are in search of yourself. What do you mean by object? You are teaching your student and you will come to know the truth.
No.
Object of your search means what?
That means
you are in search of power and you will come to know the truth.
No.
What do you mean by object?
Because I want to know is like, because I read somewhere.
You are in search of a burger or a hot dog. You are in search of an object and that will give you the truth.
No, it will not.
You should eat a lot of cake on your birthday and New Year and lot of ice cream. That search will take you the truth. Take you to truth.
It will not. Sorry.
So the object has to be chosen very consciously. Otherwise, if you are choosing something meaningless and insignificant in the name of truth, in the name of searching for yourself or searching for truth, then how you will ever reach to any real state. But if the desire is not there, no one can produce the desire. The desire can happen only when you are fed up of all your so-called very significant search. Once you have realized you are doing nothing new, you are just repeating the same thing. It is a vicious circle. Nothing new is happening at all. Once it becomes clear to you that you are just wasting your life, what is significant in eating, drinking, going to college or office? coming back, having sex, and then sleeping. That cannot give significance to your life. Without knowing yourself, you are spiritually a blind person. So if the inner search is not beginning in the life of most of the people, that means that they are immature people. They are childish. They are not grown up. They are not really adult. They may be adulterated. Is there something else in this question?
Just a moment, let me think, Swami. Swami, I want to ask, if like I want to search for myself, then because I don't know what am I don't know who am I, then I will not know what I'm searching for, Swami. It's like the feeling I have is that I want to search for something, but I don't know what is it. I don't know what I'm searching for. I just feel that I'm in a state of ignorance. I am in a state of ignorance. I don't know what I should search, Swami. That is the kind of feeling I have.
Now you are a stupid person. Or from where this stupid question arose within you?
I don't know, Swami. It just arose.
What arose? It's just very stupid. What you said, say again.
I say that I don't know what am I don't know who am I, and I am searching for something, but I don't know what I'm searching. What is the thing that I'm searching?
If you know who you are, then why you will search?
That's right, Swami.
Where you can be. I ask you, where you are, where you will find yourself. Where?
Inside.
Inside means what? Within your stomach.
Not in the body.
Hundreds and thousands of times I have told you.
I am what I am. I am the one that is watching.
If you have real understanding, you would not have asked such stupid question. You are just a parrot. You must be that which feels that I exist, I am. You have to find out, is there something which is constant within you or not? Is there something which remains, which is not like it appears and I was saying that you have to find out something within you which always remains, which is unchanging, which was, which is, and which will be. Is there something within you which is aware of everything that happens within you? It is just like a mirror in which everything reflects. When you say I am, or when you say I, how you can say I? If there is nothing within you which take notes of everything which happens, if you are just like any of your thoughts or your anger or your lust or greed, which comes and goes, which appears and disappears, then you are just a ghost. Then you are nothing significant. So you have to find out, is there something which is constant or not? Is there something which remains when all the storms disappear? Any storm can come within your inner state, and then it goes. But what was the thing which became aware of it? So this consciousness is the center of this universe. Without this consciousness, everything will disappear in a moment. If the consciousness is not present, you are gone. All your friends are gone. Your mother, father, sister, brother, your nation, your religion, your gender, everything is gone. Only when the consciousness is present, the life begins for you. You have to find out this consciousness, its nature. Is this consciousness something constant? Is this consciousness, can it remain when the anger is gone, when the lust is gone, when whatever you were thinking is very significant is gone? Consciousness is present even while you are asleep. Otherwise, who comes to know the next day the sleep was very deep? This is the most significant thing in this universe. That's why the sages of Upanishad have said, Pragyanam Brahm, this consciousness is Brahm. Brahm is a far more deeper word than God. I am Atma Brahm. This, my very being is Brahm. My very Atma is Brahm. There is no separation between Atma and Brahm. But you have to find your very center, your very essence. Those who came to know themselves, they declared, Aham Brahmasmi. I am the Brahm. This declaration is not of the ego. They have become established in their consciousness. What you are searching, you are trying to search your inner nature. You are trying to search what is your very nature. Now you a person who is just a stupid kind of person, a shallow kind of person will say such thing. If I don't know who I am, what I am searching for. You are trying to find out who you are, what you are, whether you exist or not. This is what you are exploring. This is your inner inquiry. You are trying to find whether is there anything within you or not. But it needs some maturity. If you are just a small time pickpocket, then you cannot continue. If your very philosophy of life is eat, drink, and be merry, then you cannot have that much patience. This is an arduous search. One has to pay a price for it. The price is not money, it is your very life has to be given for it. Only when you start living your life consciously, alertly, totally awake, then you are no longer a machine. Otherwise, even animals have emotions, even computers have intelligence. If you are not watchful of whatever is happening within you, you will just go on repeating the same thing ad infinitum. Because you are asleep, you are a somnambulist. So if you want to really live your life, the only way is to bring inner light, is to become conscious. Otherwise, you are just a football being kicked from one side to the other side. So by watching yourself, one day you will find yourself. By watching, everything which you are not will go on slowly becoming less and less and then disappear. And only that will remain, which is your very nature. All those things, all those thieves are there because you have nourished them. You have made them important. All your thoughts, all your emotions, your moods. Once you start being aware of them, they will disappear. It is just like you have been outside your home for many years. Then those which should not be there in your house, they grab it. They occupy your place. They may be cockroaches or lizard or snakes. So first thing is that you open the lock and then you bring the light in. Once you have seen what kind of animals and insect have taken possession of your home, and you can drive them all away. You just see yourself how much time you have devoted to know yourself, and you are so greedy that you will know yourself. Everything will become absolutely all right. Whatever is happening well. Why you are so impatient? Is this all these questions healthy, or these are all just sign of a doubting Thomas? How much time you have dedicated? How much energy you have given to truth, your search of truth? You know yourself how much you have given. Huh? So, is it clear or not?
Yes, clear, Swami.
If you don't want to make effort, no one else can bring truth to you. It's not such a. It is not such an insignificant thing. One has to take everything for it. You have to apply your whole energy, your whole life to it. Otherwise, it is not going. Just by asking big question. So it is clear?
Yeah, clear, Swami.
This is how things are. It goes on changing, nothing remains same. You may be a king today, you may become a pauper tomorrow. So one should not be so egoistic. Whatever you are is also a gift. So remain humble.
Yes, Swami, you're right.
I'm not talking only about you. Don't take everything. I'm talking about everyone. So when I said all those harsh words, stupid and all those, was not just meant for you. The thing is that when we ask something and we don't want to see the question in its totality, maybe there is some cunningness there that if I don't know who am I, what I am searching for. One may not be interested in making any effort. So these can be just excuses, rationalizations.
Yes, Swami.
Was it or not?
It was not. Actually, I wanted to ask something which was my state. And
State, it was your state. That means your cunning mind is playing game with you. If I don't know what I am searching for, if I don't know who am I, how I will know what I am searching for? If I don't know who am I, how I will know who am I?
You will know who you are by watching. By watching, scientists come to know the objective world. They are watching the object, so they come to know the objective world. You have to watch yourself, your very subjectivity. Then you will come to know who you are, or what you are.
Yes, Swami.
It's clear or not?
Yes, clear, Swami.
When you make effort for something, you will have only that thing. You have made effort to get a job, so you have the job, and you are getting the money. When I say you are being stupid, I am giving shock to your cunning mind. Because mind is always clever enough to escape doing right things.